Today we're going to read Bubble Ball Game by the Bubble Guppies. Gil was on his way to school one morning when he came across two little fish. They were playing a game he's never seen before. A large pink bubblefish burped out a bubble. The little fish quickly passed it back and forth until it popped. They were having a giggly great time. Gil swam closer. "What are you playing?" he said. "Volley bubble," the two little fish replied. Gil wanted to show his friends how to play volley bubble, so the little fish gave him a bubble to take to school. In the classroom, Gil explained the game to his friends. But when he tried to show them how to play, his bubble popped. "Maybe there's something else we can play that won't pop," said Molly. "Like what?" asked Gil. Nani spoke up. "A ball!" "Mr. Grouper, what kind of ball can we play with?" asked Molly. "Let's think about it and try to name a few," said Mr. Grouper. "Baseball players play with a baseball," Gil said. Mr. Grouper smiled. "Yep." "And basketball players play with a basketball," said Molly. Later that day, the Bubble Guppies went outside to play with different kind of balls. Gobi and Dima played basketball, and Molly and Una threw a baseball around. Gil took a bouncy red ball over to Nani. "Here, Nani," he said, throwing the ball to his friend. "Catch." Nani watched as the ball bounced past him. "I don't know how to catch," he explained. "You just have to keep your eyes on the ball and put your hands out," said Gil. Gil threw the ball to Nani again. Nani kept his eyes on the ball and his hands out, but the ball bounced right past him, over to Mr. Grouper. "I'm never going to learn how to catch," Nani said with a sigh. Mr. Grouper smiled. "Sure you will. You just need to keep practicing." "And there are lots of ways to play with a ball besides catching." "Like what?" asked Nani. Mr. Grouper pulled out a whistle. "Like this." He tweeted the whistle, and a group of little fish formed a circle. "You can throw the ball," said Mr. Grouper. The other bubble guppies swam over to watch. Mr. Grouper tossed the ball through the circle of fish. Molly picked up the ball. "It's kind of like basketball." "Yeah, except with more fish," Dima said, giggling. "Let's call it fishketball," Nani suggested. The Guppies made up the rules for fishketball. They had to pass the ball to another and get it through the circle of fish to score. Everyone was excited to play. That afternoon, the Bubble Guppies went to a big field to play fishketball. A crowd of spectators gathered. "The first game of fishketball is about to begin," declared the announcer. The little fish swam into the field and formed a circle. Dima, Goby, and Bubble Puppy cheered for their friends. "Team Guppy is taking the field," said the announcer. Gil, Molly, Una, and Nani came out in their uniforms. Gil patted Nani on the back. "You remember what to do." Nani nodded. "I think so. Keep my eyes on the ball and put my hands out." Mr. Grouper started the game by throwing the fishketball high into the air. Molly caught it. "Here, Gil," she called, and rolled the ball to him. Gil picked up the ball. "Okay, Nani, I'm going to throw the ball to you." He launched the ball. The crowd was quiet as the ball sailed through the air and landed in Nani's hands. "Shoot the ball, Nani!" cheered the Bubble Guppies. Nani threw the ball right through the circle of fish. Team Bubble Guppies won the game. The Bubble Guppies gathered around Nani and hoisted him high into the air. "Nani, Nani, Nani," they cheered. It's been an incredible catch for Nani and an incredible game for the Bubble Guppies. Thanks for reading Bree's books.